The first Memorial Day was observed on May the 5th, 1866, to honor those who died in the Civil War. Today, this federal holiday not only honors those who died in the Civil War, but all who died in the Spanish-American War, World Wars I and II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, and in Iraq and Afghanistan. It's especially fitting for us to be here today to show our support for the brave soldiers of the 1st Battalion of the 149th who are on their way once again to Southwest Asia. The Boy Scouts of America Troop 529 have placed the flags that you see throughout the cemetery today. They mark the graves of those from our community who have served in all wars and all branches of our armed forces. At the end of the service, there will be a military salute to honor our war dead. Our flag is flying at half-mast, and that's as a sign of mourning. And during the playing of taps, the flag will be raised and then lowered once again to half-mast. It has been a custom of this service and a custom when firing a salute battery that a shell casing be presented to a deserving individual. This year, the Barberville Cemetery Board has selected 2 such individuals. Our first recipient joined the Army in March 1943. He began his service at Fort Custer, Michigan, and traveled to California and on to Hawaii for training with the 33rd Infantry Division. He first saw combat at Morotai Island in 1944. He participated in the invasion of the Philippines in February of 1945, and a combat injury forced him to spend 101 days recovering in the convalescence hospital at Leyte Island. Shortly after returning to the 33rd Division, he completed his service by participating in the occupation of Japan. While serving our country, this individual was awarded the Bronze Star and Purple Heart for actions taken in the Philippines. He's been a member of the Masonic Lodge number 187 and a senior deacon at the Locust Grove Baptist Church. He's married to Lily and has 1 daughter, Donna, and I believe today his granddaughter is also with him. Gene Carty, would you please come forward and accept this shell case? Before being assigned to the 624th Field Artillery Observation Battalion in the Philippine Islands, he was stationed at Luzon, Philippines, and prepared for the invasion of Japan. He worked as an MP guarding Japanese prisoners during the cleanup of Okinawa. While returning to the United States, his ship, the USS Sea Runner, lost radio communication during a typhoon and was reported missing. With great joy, his family welcomed him home after fearing he was lost at sea. He completed his service as a sergeant in November 1946. For his service, he was awarded the Asiatic Pacific Theater Ribbon, Victory Medal, and the Army of Occupation Medal of Japan. He is married to Raquel and has 3 daughters, Karen, Adele, and Mary. He's a longtime member of the First Christian Church. Mr. Conley Congleton, would you please come forward to accept the shell casing?
Thank you, Colonel Mills, for that introduction. Members of the Kentucky Army National Guard, board members, and Boy Scouts of Troop 529, who John said have placed over 1,000 flags on veterans' graves in this cemetery alone. Veterans, daughters of the American Revolution, family and friends, thank you for joining me here on this Memorial Day to pay tribute to those brave men and women who have given their lives in defense of our nation. I am humbled and deeply honored to be part of this ceremony. President John F. Kennedy said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers. Today we remember and honor the soldiers, the Marines, the sailors, the airmen, and Coast Guardsmen, ordinary men and women who died while in military service. Memorial Day is not to be a day of solemn mourning, but a day of reverent celebration. General George S. Patton said, "It is foolish and wrong to mourn the men who died. Rather, we should thank God that such men live."